Hello, everyone. I'm so glad to be here with you, to share this moment with you. And I would like to thank UPF for making this event happening. And a special thanks to my dear friend, Colin and Nelly, for offering me this opportunity to come here and to share my personal experience with you. It's obvious I'm African, so the issue will be, I won't focus on the Brexit and the consequences of Brexit, but I would like to talk a little bit about myself and share some issues which has direct link with UPF agenda from the peace perspective. As I said, my name is Daideen Ahmed. I'm from Sudan. Sudan is a country with a legend and legacy. For people who don't have an idea where is Sudan located, it's just in south of Egypt, in the heart of Africa. Sudan is a country with, as I said, history 4,000 or 5,000 years before Jesus. I know, I'm sure that most of you here, you've heard and you know about the pyramids and civilization, the Pharaonic civilization in Egypt. But what I would like to say is this civilization, this was just an expand of the civilization founded in Sudan even earlier. And it's in Bible, probably you heard about Kush kingdom, and Kush kingdom was north of Sudan. Why I'm saying this, I just want you to give a brief background about Sudan and how the political situation evolved through the time. Since then, Sudan wasn't a state with these geographical borders, which has come by during the colonization era. So Sudan was used to be for the whole region. And since the independence, the Sudanese people, we never had a permanent constitution. So the conflict was always there. And now, the regime in Sudan, this government, they coup d'etat, they came to power coup d'etat in 1989, which we used to have a democratic system. And since then, the country has been devastated by civil war, huge and severe violation of human rights. Thousands of people lost their lives, and thousands of people being seek refuge around the world and displaced in the neighbor countries. So for people like me in my age, we said this has to stop and we need to change this situation. So we start to fight and to do our best to achieve the change and restore democracy and to restore the Sudanese dignity. Because within this regime, people suffer a lot. And now the country, it's just a poor country, corrupted, massive violation of human rights, president being wanted by ICC, International Criminal Court, almost 40 million people being taken as hostages versus him because the president, the dictatorship, he has to be in power, because otherwise the day or the moment that he left the power, then he will go directly to the ICC. So he keeps doing his best to stick in power and stay there. And who pays the price? The Sudanese people pay the price of this as consequences of this situation. So we tried with not only me, but a lot of young people, and people are in my age, or maybe younger and older. We tried to change this situation. But there, if you have a different point of view, if you think out of the box that's designed by the regime, you've got no place there. The only place that you have there, prison. You'll be arrested, you'll be tortured, you'll be, your life will be in a great threat, you, your family, nobody would be safe. Me, myself, I had to leave my country. I didn't want to. I didn't want to leave my country, but I had to because it came to a moment that my life became real, real danger. I've been arrested for 2 months. All sorts of torture that you can imagine that I've been through. And with this, the friends, like I'm a foreign relations director in my party, so I have good relations with the diplomatic presence in Khartoum. A good friend of mine, German, a deputy head of mission in German, who issued me a visa for the second time and said, listen, now you have to go. It's not only you, but maybe you can try to do better. If you go outside, maybe you can help your people, your country, better if you're inside. So that's why I came to Ireland. And why Ireland? Why Ireland? Because Ireland is enjoyed a very good reputation in the field of human rights. We know Ireland not from today, but since ever. He's a very strong defender in the field of human rights. And when I came to Ireland, so my expectations was correct. When I see the reality is the same. So I found the Irish people very, very kind, very generous, very open-minded. And there is a possibility to work with the Irish people and the Irish institutions and to deliver and to try to help the people back there in my country and in Africa in general. So that was the reason I came to Ireland. And I'm here for a year. It's true that my case is under process, but I'm quite sure the day will come that my case will be sorted out. And I really hope that's happened. My family is in Sudan. I have a boy, one boy, but I'm in touch with them actually because of WhatsApp. I get communicated with them every day. In the future, my future plans, I would love to continue cooperating and working with the UPF because UPF, the agenda of the UPF is just, I think it's the ideal framework that I could work with it. I'm a Muslim, and UPF calling for dialogue, interfaith. I'm a Muslim, Islam of Abraham, the father of Jesus, Moses, and Muhammad. So all of these religions, we worship the absolute, unique one God. So the religion should be a factor of unification rather than a factor of conflict. I can't see, it's really hard for me to accept that these sort of conflicts fired by the personal wishes or personal ambitions. So many people lost their life in this in our world because of these conflicts, and the consequences of these conflicts is a disaster. So I think it's the time. We are human beings, we have to come and work together and enjoy and work for peace, for the novel means of existence. And it's quite possible. It is a big challenge, that's true, but if you work hard on this, maybe not, but the next generations probably will get the good result of what we're doing now. And one last thing I just want to finalize. I would love to make our next event to be possible in Galway. We have an initiative, me and Mr. Nasser, he's a Sudanese journalist, artist. That's his art is there. We would like to organize an event next year with UPF, with the African Day of the United Nations. The idea, the concept is to invite artists from different religious and different backgrounds to come to do workshop for 3 days maximum, or 2 days, or whatever, and then they do their painting their art. And the theme would be art for peace. And the result and the art of these of the work should be exhibited in a gallery, and if we sold it out, it would be like fundraising back to UPF. This is our next plan, and hopefully that we can make it. Thank you very much.